Hi, I'm Dr. Henry McCann, licensed acupuncturist, board-certified herbalist, and faculty member at the Pacific College of Oriental Medicine. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Formulas and Strategies book. It's the second edition, Eastland Press, published just this year in 2009 for Kamwo's online store. It's been 18 years since the publication of the first edition, and in many cases it's true that good things are worth the wait. This new edition has over 800 total formulas that are discussed, which is twice as many as the first edition. There are 340 principal formulas, and then there are variants which bring it over the total of 800. There are a number of sections that follow along the similar layout as the original formulas book. However, this new edition has quite a few additional perks that make it well worth the purchase. As before, the introductory section is very detailed and starts with a history of Chinese herbal medicine and formulas in China. The overview includes categorization of treatment strategies, such as the 8 methods. It also includes a detailed description of the hierarchy of formulas and their construction and the methods of administration of Chinese herbal formulas. What's new about the introductory section is that it contains a section on the use of granular extract herbs, which is a fantastic addition to the text because it's becoming more and more common that herbalists today in the United States are using these herbs. There's a section on the Japanese history of Chinese herbal medicine in the Kamwo tradition, which is the same as in the first edition. But what this new edition adds also is an introduction to the Korean use, the contemporary Korean use of Chinese herbal medicine. And again, because in the United States there are there's more and more influence from Korean practitioners of Oriental medicine, I think this is a fantastic addition to the introductory material. The main body of the text has formulas arranged by 20 or so major formula categories. One of the additions to this new version is an expanded introductory section for each of the formula chapters. So each of the chapters has an introductory section similar to the first edition, and what this new edition adds is a longer and more detailed introduction of each of the chapters, with many more quotes from classic sources and famous physicians, such as the 4 great masters of the Jinyuan period. So what this does, I believe, is it more effectively orients the student and the reader to the general importance of the specific chapter and then its relative place in the history of Chinese medicine and how it works both clinically and historically. Each individual formula then, similar to the first edition, has a detailed list of the ingredients, the methods of preparation, and then a detailed analysis of the indications and then the breakdown of the formula. What this new edition adds, which is different from the first edition, is a section on comparisons between different formulas so that the reader can orient themselves to other formulas that may be similar or have similar functions and then refer back to them as necessary. As with the first edition, the text continues with associated formulas that are related to the main formula in each of the sections of discussion. And yet, in addition to that, there are comparisons between the associated formulas and other formulas. So this new feature of this edition, I think, is a fantastic asset to students so that they can cross-reference formulas which have similar functions and similar use. At the end of each chapter, as with the first edition, there is a detailed chart available that compares all of the major formulas in that chapter with the appropriate diagnoses, indications, and some concluding remarks. The last thing of this text that I found particularly useful was the addition of new chapters at the end on formulas that treat abscesses and sores and formulas for external application, which is definitely a great addition to the new text. Overall, I think the book is a wonderful addition to any practitioner's library, and especially for students. For those people who are interested in the original Chinese language terminology, Eastland Press makes a glossary of terms which cross-references pinyin Chinese characters in English, available on their website to be a companion to the textbook. So in closing, I'd just like to say on behalf of Kamwo's online product review team, I'm Dr. Henry McCann. I hope you found this review helpful, and please take time to watch our other online reviews.